Hello, my name is Elle, and I am the host of the Mage System. A lot has happened since the last time that I filmed, and I'll talk about all that after all of this is over. But right now, I have a subject that I want to talk about, and that is that you can be attention-seeking and have DID at the same time. And also, with that, I also want to talk about victim complexes in DID, because you can also have a victim complex and have DID at the same time. In fact, it makes total sense. So I have no clue how long this video is going to be, but to start this, I want to talk about Dissociated for a second. Now, I like Dissociated. I like their videos and I like what they're doing. And I think that that is kind of a controversial opinion. And I've thought about making a video breaking down why I think that they are good. Or not good, just like entirely. Like they've done things that aren't good, but that they should not be getting the shit that they're getting. But I do want to say that I was watching a video of theirs recently, and they were doing a segue to a sponsorship they were about to have for a VPN. And their segue was, as you guys know, we've recently faced the traumas of stalking and having our privacy invaded. And that's why we really value our sponsor today, VPN, or something like that. And I was just sort of like, I love you, Kaya, but you did not have to introduce the sponsorship like that. I mean, it's fine that you did. I'm just like, King, like, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to start the sponsorship with talking about your trauma. And not that I blame them for doing that, but I just found it something. And I think people will see Kaya or the system doing things like that, and they'll use that as evidence that, oh, Dissociated's faking. Look, that they're talking about their trauma too much, or they're calling too many things trauma, or they are attention seeking in this way or that, when I think that that's not evidence that someone is faking at all, or that someone is even a bad person. Like, I think that people miss the fact that you can have DID and be attention seeking, because I think that being attention seeking is often something that's caused by trauma. And you know what DID is caused by? Severe trauma, severe enough to make that person split into multiple fucking people. So I think that people with DID have all kinds of stuff. You know, often they just have like just a lot of cross diagnoses of OCD, BPD, autism. Just like there's so many comorbidities that often come with DID. And not only that, I think there's also physical issues that can come with having DID and having your body be under that much stress at some point. A lot of people with DID have chronic pain or chronic fatigue or stuff like that. And so to think that being attention seeking is a sign of not having it is just not true, because people with DID have a shit ton of stuff, and attention seeking is one of them for the case of some of them. Not that everybody with DID is attention seeking, but if a few are, that's not impossible and makes sense even. And I think what makes more sense is having a victim mentality. Does Dissociated have a victim mentality? I don't actually know, because I don't know them, but maybe. Does that mean that they don't have DID? No. In fact, it is an even stronger case, because if you've been through that much, if you've been a victim that many times, you're gonna start thinking of it as a pattern. And I also don't think being attention seeking and having a victim mentality makes you any less good of a person either, because being attention seeking just means you want more attention. That's all it means. And having a victim mentality just means you feel like a victim. I don't know. Like, it doesn't necessarily, those things can become bad things, but they are not inherently bad. Just because they annoy you doesn't make that person a bad person. Yeah. And I just want to, like, say this again. Like, I don't think Kaya is, I'm not like making fun of Kaya or saying I was annoyed by Kaya mentioning their trauma at the beginning of their sponsorship. I just thought it was a good point, or like good way of expressing what I'm trying to say. Because they weren't doing anything wrong by doing that, but it does show how someone with DID can also, you know what I mean? So I don't have very much time right now to film a bunch of videos, but I really want to. If you have anything you want me to make videos about, I'd love to do that. All the stuff, you know, my last video was talking about how I was going to treatment for an eating disorder, and I will be discharging from that treatment on the 8th, and then I'm going to do a trauma oriented outpatient, which will probably be like another 2 months, and then I'll go home. So I could make an update video, or I could talk about, make like a tea update video, because I've been on testosterone for a little, like 2 months, and some stuff has changed. So I don't know, or if you have any ideas. This one was just one that was like floating around my head. It's not a very long video, but yeah, I don't have like a lot of time, but just let me know. Leave me a comment. I love seeing comments. It makes me very happy, and I love what you guys add to the discussion too. So thank you for watching.